Is Easter Sunday. Most of you probably have family plans, but does it involve a cage match? Extra Edition is next.
This is Extra Edition from News 4 and the Post-Dispatch.
Good morning to you. Welcome into Extra Edition. I'm Mark Cox. The traditional Easter celebration is apparently not enough of a draw for some churches. In fact, an Arnold church taking a little bit of a different approach to get people in the doors to pay attention to the message. News 4's Mark Schneider explains why.
You are the voice of God.
If you didn't know better, you'd swear these were roadies.
We're almost there.
Setting up the stage for a heavy metal concert. But they are indeed church members preparing for Easter Sunday services.
Easter is normally a holiday where everybody has kind of preset in their mind what it's about.
Not these guys. The spirit of St. Louis Church is new, and those who run it are determined to make it, in every way possible, different.
Here, we want people to be able to come, engage, not feel threatened by the environment, but to enjoy the experience and start wrestling with that and what that means to them.
If you think this ultimate fighting cage is the ultimate gimmick, the pastor says you're right. But he's all about using creative metaphors to reach people. And this is certainly creative. And this seemingly outrageous theme actually makes sense after Pastor Tom explains it.
We do think Jesus was an ultimate fighter. The Bible depicts him on the cross, and in Luke it says that he gives up his spirit. After that, there are 72 hours that the Bible talks very little about. In our heart, we would like to think that Jesus put on the gloves and he went to fight for good and evil.
That's what I'm talking about.
Mark Schneider, News 4.
Mark did a nice job with that story this morning. And Mike Skiles, one of the folks you saw in that story, is here with us. He's the church music director of the Spirit of St. Louis Church to talk a little bit more about this plan. Welcome in.
Thanks for having me.
You know, I guess the idea here is to get people in the door, and the people that are going to show up if they hear cage match are probably a younger audience, right?
More than likely, yeah. We did this topic whenever we came up with the UFC topic. We want to do something that creates interest but brings in the men, because traditionally speaking, you know, I said it on a previous program, you get the man, you get the wife, you get the family, you get the child. So
right.
That's why we did that.
Just to be clear here, you're not going to have any bloodshed at church this Sunday.
There will not be any bloodshed unless it's in the nurseries or it's in the kids' programs, which there very well could happen in there.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
So how's it being promoted? Obviously, you're sending out flyers. You're making people aware of what's going on.
Yeah, we printed up touch cards and we've sent out flyers, and it's been on our website, and we've had the opportunity to go on some radio programs because some people are picking it up, and it's creating quite a media buzz, which we're totally thrilled with.
Tie this together for us here. Tell us the connection of this and Easter, because obviously Sunday is going to be an Easter service for you as well.
Right, and the bottom line is that the Easter message, it never changes. It's the same forever, you know. It's Christ's crucifixion and Christ's resurrection, which is what we celebrate. And we believe that whenever Christ died, there was a 72-hour period of 3 days that's why we call him the ultimate fighter, because he did put on the gloves, so to speak, and then he fought the battle against evil, which he won. So that's why we draw that parallel between the ultimate fighter and Jesus.
So your brother Tom is the lead pastor.
He's the lead pastor.
Does he come out with the biker shorts on and ready to fight?
If he does, I guarantee you I would love to see that, because I would probably be the first one to get into the ring with him.
So let's tell people a little bit about your church. And
okay.
You meet at an elementary school, right?
We meet at an elementary school.
So the setup and teardown that we witnessed when we went out and videotaped that story is something you have to do every week, because there's not a stage built up there for you ordinarily, right?
Every week. We set it up and tear it down every week.
Well, so what are some of the themes you've done in the past?
Some of the themes that we have done, we just came off of a topic called, it was called I Have a Friend Who, and we built it around the TV show Friends, which we set up couches and we set up, you know, kind of set it up like the central perk, so to speak, off the TV show Friends. That's just one of them that we done.
Yeah, so you obviously would describe what you do down there as more of a contemporary.
Yeah, I guess we call it more modern. Okay. You know, more of the modern or postmodern church, just geared towards a younger generation. And we always say that we don't try to be the church for everybody, because you know you can't. I mean, that's pretty impossible to do, because you're not going to please everybody. And we always celebrate what other churches are doing, and because we're all in it together. You know, it's not a competition, and each church is going to reach a different demographic.
What kind of people are numbers you're getting in?
Well, we started 18, 19 months ago, and we started with just a handful of people, and I think our last recorded service, we've been averaging right around 200 people in just a little over 18, 19 months.
So you're looking ahead at possibly some expansion. You're going to need more room at some point.
We're
right?
going to need more room, and it's growing very rapidly, and we couldn't be more happy with the progress that we've seen.
No, I'll bet not. That sounds fantastic. Let's tell people a little bit more about the church, because obviously you don't meet in a traditional setting. So
we don't.
They want to show up and see your show. I would call it your service this Sunday.
Yeah.
What's it going to be?
It's people are so scared because, like you said, they think they're going to be they think there's going to be actual fighters there, but that's not the case. It is going to be a service, and we are going to celebrate Easter. That's what we are celebrating, and it happens in a school. There are great kids programs, there are great toddler programs, and you can come and enjoy the service in comfort.
What's the name of the school?
It's called Simpson Elementary School in Arnold, Missouri.
In Arnold, and that's where people can show up down there and check that out. All right, Mike Skiles, thank you very much.
And there will be 2 services at 10 and 11:30. I forgot to mention
10 and 11. I think our graphic actually said 10 and 10:30. So 10 and 11:30.
10 and 11:30.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
All right, unique idea.